Hello again, everybody. I'm back with an all-new mission. This one, not only the map, but the storyline were made up for the hard campaign. And on the one hand, I really do like that they came up with new content for the hard campaign, rather than just rehashing normal mode things. Although, this scenario is pretty reminiscent of the one with Kanbei and the lasers and Yellow Comet. Not exactly the same thing, but there are certainly marked similarities. I do like that we get to fight Adder and other unusual COs here at Orange Star this time, instead of just being flak. The useless flak is most of the shootout of the hard campaign. It's also reminiscent of a mission against Grit from Advance Wars 1, where similarly it was Fog of War filled with indirects, but Grit of course is a lot more formidable than Adder. So, we'll have an easier time here than I think the Advance Wars 1 mission usually presented. Nell here being the voice of reason who gets talked down and luckily things work out. So, I do like that this mission exists, but on the other hand, it's Fog of War guess and check garbage. In pretty much the worst tier in that category, really. You can see that it's just carpeted with forests, which are peppered more or less at random with indirects, and we need to hunt down every single unit to win. That's not much fun either in the initial phase where you just get ambushed constantly as you explore the map for the first time and basically get an almost guaranteed bad score. And it's pretty boring when you know where everything is too, just hunt down every single possible unit that could be hiding in one of these forests. They're not even really placed strategically or predictably or anything like that. And unfortunately, a lot of the ones that were placed with some evident care were placed to shut down any kind of creative strategies and force you to play this mission very conventionally and pretty boringly. Also, there are several places when the enemy layout actually encourages stupidly charging in. I don't really like when games reward dumb tactics. Oh well. So, big map covered in forest, the AI knows everything we don't. Over here we have a pretty big army. Our mechs are fairly useless. You might think they could be good scouts getting across these rivers, but he has too many indirects in the way and you just tend to get them shot up for nothing. The APC is quite useful because, and I don't drop over here because there's often an indirect pointed that way. Anyway, the APC is quite useful because it's a big map and you need to resupply and refuel. The enemy tanks are also very useful and important. Make sure to move them close to full speed ahead every turn if you can. Blindly charge your tanks into the darkness. That's exactly what strategy is all about in Fog of War maps. It works this time. So again, the game does not really reward strategy on this mission. Your battlecopters are the most important part of your army, because Adder has a lot of indirects, but none of them are missiles. And he only has 4 anti-airs in the whole map. One of them is right there and it's mostly stationary. One is there and it's also mostly stationary. There's one that starts off somewhere over here, it starts running toward you and takes a while to arrive. And one will kill in the first turn. So really, after we killed that one, as long as we avoid this guy and this guy, we only need to deal with one anti-air, then our battlecopters have totally free reign. So they'll be quite useful. The anti-air will not be very useful because the enemy actually has no air units whatsoever. The recons will be good scouts, and that's about it. The artillery is absolutely worthless. The rocket actually does have some uses though, because if you get over to near the HQ and hide in that forest near the mini cannon, you can then take shots at his rocket from there and he won't move off the HQ to avoid being destroyed. Now I just happen to know where Adder usually likes to move his rocket, and I'm betting he'll do the same thing as usual this time. He could have put it anywhere, but he just so happens usually to have it start off over here and then walk there. I'm going to just assume that that's what he did this time too. If I attack from here, I am safe in the minicannon that way. Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll try something a little bit different this time and attack like that. And then I will make myself a wall of battlecopters because he has a tank there. I don't want it getting to me. Yeah, I was right. That's where the rocket is. Now, I could wall his tank out completely. Let's see, where can the rocket attack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it could attack there, so I don't want to send anybody there anyway. So yeah, maybe I'll put the battlecopter there. And let's see. It's a fine spot for a tank, it doesn't make too much difference. I might as well move the anti-air in here. It won't be that useful, but it can occasionally sneak around behind the mini cannon and help take out an artillery that's hidden back there. I will bring this artillery up mostly to use as bait. The enemy loves to attack artillery, and your artillery is garbage, so you might as well just use it as bait. Okay, that's about it for now. Next turn, he'll drive up an empty tank that'll be out of vision probably, and 2 tanks, and a recon. He also has an artillery hidden somewhere that we must be wary of. Well, how to deal with this? I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't attack from next to the recon, or I will just get shot up by his mini cannon. We don't want that. This, on the other hand, should be a fine place to attack that rocket from. I'll have a copter fly this way to attack the mini cannon, maybe reveal the artillery, and definitely reveal the empty tank. Okay, great, it worked pretty well. So we can't take the empty tank out this way, but we can at least cripple it. Now it's not much of a threat to most of our units. I'll give it an artillery to shoot at, I think, and just use that as bait. And what should this thing do? I guess it could attack the tank over there. I'd probably rather have an empty tank do that. So, here we go. You know, I am fairly confident I can just drive over here and attack like that. But I could get more confident if I walk that guy there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have his anti-air here yet. So, you get shot. He does get a superpower this turn. I need to bear that in mind. I think this recon can finish off that tank. That'll be pretty good. Does leave his rocket alive, but you know, maybe my anti-air, which doesn't have too much to do, can work on that. Alternately, I can walk over here and help out with the artillery next time. That might be more important, actually. So, tank can work on that tank. Or empty tank can work on that tank, rather. My regular old tank can take out the recon in one shot. And this dummy can charge forward and get shot from all sides. I don't care if he gets mini-cannoned. I don't care if he gets hit by the empty tank and the rocket and the tank. I do care about keeping my rocket safe, though. So I'll walk the empty tank like that. And that's a pretty good formation. Okay. Alright, Adder, let's see what you've got. It does still irk me a little bit that they call his superpower Snakebite in this version rather than Sidewinder, which was so much more snake appropriate, since it's about snakes moving fast. But I guess that maybe Sidewinder snakes are not very familiar outside of North America. Not sure. I would assume that there'd be similar adaptations in desert areas and other continents too, but maybe I'm wrong about that. So I saw an artillery move over there. He often has 2 artillery in that area. It's obnoxious to deal with, really. I wish I knew where his anti-air was. If I step onto this mountain, though, that might look tempting, but there's an artillery over there just to punish you for trying to get clever and do fun things. Alright, take out that nuisance. Well, the anti-air has nothing better to do, so it can help down this artillery. Copter can help out. And then I want that mini cannon dead this turn. Oh, that's a bit of overkill. So maybe I won't do it that way. Maybe I'll just have this guy help out with that. And I'll have a tank finish the thing off, perhaps. That should work. I don't mind slowing the rocket down a little bit, because what really matters is getting it to here. Nothing else is important, because only from here can you get into that forest, which is the only place in the whole map that can be useful. So, I'll be delayed a turn or two fighting through things anyway, while the rocket just kind of slowly walks forward. Hopefully in that position I'll be able to see useful things. Now I don't think that his anti-air can get me if I drive over here and shoot, so I'll try that now. I am taking some risks with this copter. Yeah, I knew it would take some scratch damage off of the recons. Copters are just not that good against recons. But, oh well. Okay, there's the anti-air. So its location is revealed, which is useful. He'll have... Yep, there's the rocket. I was about to say that was going to show up. So what can he cover? Well, not that much seemingly right now, but we can count on him soon getting his power. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you know, I guess this tank usually comes in here, but this time it can't. Neat. Well, can I use that to my advantage? If I keep a copter here blocking him, then he can't do that much, right? As long as I don't give him his superpower, he can't get through here. That sounds like an idea worth pursuing. I thought something like that might happen, but I wasn't sure. There's another artillery over there, by the way, so don't even try to have your MD tanks help out with this one. It's not going to end well. I just put that thing in range. Great. I took a hit for nothing there. Well, in that case, I might as well charge in everything. Which doesn't change much. So yeah, that sucks. I've had that cop now get shot for nothing. Very bad move. Well, I do want to kind of keep this rocket locked down over here, I think. So maybe I will... Can I shift another guy so he gets onto the mountain subsequently? Might be worth doing. If I keep the rocket there, then it can't be messing around with my MD tanks as they try to move in. So give him something to shoot at. These infantry and mechs are worthless anyway, most of the time. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know exactly where he moved the anti-air now. And I also don't think I can get to it the way I was hoping to with my MD tanks. So we might have a bit of a standoff here, which is not what I want. I'll do that to reveal the other artillery too, so I can shoot both of them. And I guess if he's going to just stay here like this, then I might as well too. Just bring in forces. That wasn't the original plan, but it should do. Oh, I forgot that I needed to keep that guy there. Or keep a guy there anyway. Luckily I remembered in time. I could have this recon drive over there, because it's not actually that important, and that would save me a turn of having something else attack this artillery, maybe. Yeah, if we get shot by that artillery, it doesn't make too big a difference to me. I guess I could also use this anti-air as bait, or I could have, but oh well. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so, I can't do what I'd originally planned, because now there's that rocket there. But I can do that and have a mech get shot instead, maybe. Just keeping that rocket pinned down where it's not supporting his other and more important troops. Okay, now I know where the anti-air is, at least. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, how am I going to recover from this? Probably I'll use a max force to come back from this. So there's the MD tank, there's the rocket, the artillery must be there. Do I have any way to deal with that? If I use my CO power, I can break through that. I could have rockets swarm all over this MD tank. Not rockets, copters swarm all over the MD tank. That might be the play that I go with. If I could get myself a max blast, on the other hand, that would be better. Do I have the means to do that in any way? And if he's there, he can shoot me there, and I don't like that at all. No, that won't do. Is there a way to both severely damage the 3, 4, 5, 6, the MD tank and the artillery at the same time? Again, I feel like with a max blast, the answer would be yes, but I don't have that. So the answer is no. So, very well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, can't reach anything useful, so won't try that. Oh, the artillery is not where I thought it was. That's good to know. So where did he put it? Also, I need to remember that he's probably got a snakebutt coming. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I can't attack from that southern city safely, but I can attack from here and be just fine. So I'll do that. Okay. stand that thing there. Oh, it's not useful there, but it's moving closer to its intended target, I guess. And then the important moves are downing the tank and the anti-air. Can that tank do anything useful? Not good enough. You know, I am tempted to actually try that and leave him with 2 HP on the anti-air. And then have my MD-Tank attack his fresh tank. That might be a little tiny bit better. Although if he goes for the copter, then I'll certainly regret that. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to just give it a try. And that should probably give me... Let's see, what do I need to deal with this? Well, useless guy can be there, maybe take a shot to chip it down a little bit next turn. Useless guy number 2 can shoot it. And over here, I guess I need to just pull these guys back now. Maybe take that shot. It's not a great one, but it'll limit his options at least. Okay. There we go. I guess he doesn't actually have Sidewinder. Close to it, but doesn't quite have it. Oh good, he went for the repairs, as I kind of hoped he would. I hoped he'd go for repairs with this thing too, but we can't have everything. Alright, now what are you going to do with your rocket? One thing that is a shame is I had hoped he would get and waste his snakebite this turn. If he'd done that, then he wouldn't have had his anti-air that's in the south be able to do anything useful, which would of course be valuable to me. 1 HP. Can a recon do 1 HP? A max recon sure can, at least. I'll take it. So, assuming snakebite, which is a good assumption now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can attack to that city, but he can't attack things that are next to that city. That's useful to know. Actually, I should attack from here, I think. Yeah, reveal that artillery. I need to know where the rocket is, too, though. Can I reveal that without losing something to it? Oh, I probably pulled back and retreated. To maybe here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's unfortunate. I think I've got to go under that assumption that that is where it is. So what can I do in that case? Well, he's going to shoot my anti-air, which I don't like, but it's not that important. He does have Snakebite, but if he uses that this turn, then he won't be able to do much next turn, which is something. I also probably want to redirect some of these guys back up north. Although I didn't think things through here very well. That guy can now get shot. If I re-ammo them, that is. Oh well, I'm going to do it. And this rocket can move over there where he can get into the right spot next turn. It might be nice to repair this tank. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. Well, it's not too bad. There's also another rocket to know about. It's in that cluster of 4 forests. So I need to watch out for that. The APC getting shot does at least give me back some power bar charge up, which could be useful. Could use another max force or max blast. Oh. Oh, that's not too bad, really. I hear things moving around in sinister fashion down there. So, what to do now? Well, this is a good turn to go on the offensive. You can now only go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and attack there. So I am safe now to have my copters attack here and here if I wish to. So I think I wish to. I just need to find what he's done with that rocket. I'll get across the river and hunt down the rocket that's over there at some point. Have my APC run down to this direction too. It is good to have copters over here, but I can't have them everywhere. I think I'll use an infantry as a scout, risking getting killed, just to reveal where the rocket might be. Okay, so at worst case it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this spot is safe. This forest is safe because it's a forest. A recon can reveal it next turn for sure. Everything is running low. Well, that guy's out of ammo entirely. That guy's out of ammo entirely. Yeah, okay. Need to figure out a solution to that. Yeah, you stay there. Very well. Okay, he's pulled it way back, and who even knows where it is. So now I am in a bind. If I advance, then... If I advance my copters, they get shot by the anti-air, so we can't do that. If I sit tight, then I'm just losing time for nothing. If I advance my MD tanks, they get shot by the rocket, presumably. Where's my recon? There's one recon. Okay. Recon. Charge. The anti-air is there. Okay, and the rockets are somewhere, but not in sight. Probably guarding that mini cannon or something nasty like that. Okay. Well, my APC can resupply these two now, at least. And now I can take out that rocket. And not need to worry about that anymore. And then these copters can then just kind of move back on upward, tearing through everything that's in their path. Because the other anti-air will be dead by the time they get there. Let me assume the worst case scenario that there's a rocket there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we walk like that. And like that. And crowd those units in. This tank can keep driving on back. I guess these things might as well go for captures, although they won't really succeed before the game ends. Okay, so we did that attack as I expected. The important thing is the recon's alive. As long as there's nothing else that zooms out to kill it, then we're good. He's getting close to the HQ, but he's not going to capture it with me having even a single copter over there, let alone multiple. So, let me finish that thing off, and now my 7 HP copter, which should be at 10 HP, but oh well, can zoom across and start taking out the rocket on the HQ or whatever else I desire. Aha! There we go. So there is no safe way to attack things in there, because I can't take out the mini cannon this turn. But, oh well. How can I do this best? I think I'm going to just activate my max force now. I don't care that much about these ground units anymore because he doesn't have many things left that can actually be a threat to them. So I think I am content to just blast things down. I must remember he probably has an artillery over there too. Left over from the very start of the game. At least I should operate under that assumption. That feels pretty efficient. Well, if a tank's getting hit, a tank's getting hit. Might as well have this recon come along and help scout. Maybe one copter can work on chipping that thing down so the others can get past more easily. And that copter can start swooping on up. There we go, found something. Yeah, I knew there'd be an artillery over there. Or somewhere over there. I forgot exactly which forest it was in, but I knew it was in one of them. Well, not too bad. Yeah, that infantry's accomplishing a whole lot of nothing. Alright, there we are, ready to hunt down and destroy that artillery. Got our scouts moving in. I guess go for the captures. We want our stuff back. I think that recon up top is at risk of becoming the toughest target to kill. So I might just start on it now. Although if I do so, I will surely take some chip damage. Yeah, just getting eyes on those again. Alright, I think I've got him in 2 turns. Well, he drove things into range. So that's nice of him. But yeah, not instant killing that. Not during his superpower, certainly. So, you get to live at 1 HP. Aren't you lucky? Do get to take this thing out because he conveniently drove it back for me. Oh yes, it was definitely careless of me to forget about that thing. Oh well. Doesn't matter because it take me another turn no matter what I do. It makes sense to leave at least one thing in rocket range alive, I guess. Is this copter going to finish at full HP? I guess it is. One copter made it through seemingly unscathed. Okay. Well, just for fun, I will capture those cities back. That'll teach you, Adder. It occurs to me, I didn't check if he had anything down here in those southernmost forests. Maybe I should check that just in case he wastes time like that. But down goes the APC. And the copper swarm should be able to mop up everything that's left. With a little bit of help from this Max rocket. Oh, that was it. Well, I have done this a little bit better, but that was still a pretty good execution of the mission. The only real problem was having that one copter get shot by the mini cannon. Okay, so there probably was some kind of experiment going on. Although, I guess Flack survived whatever it was that she did to him. No, you've authorized this foolish mission. I think I would enjoy it if there were a few more stories where the sensible person, rather than the hot-headed person, is actually right about this kind of thing. Well, thankfully there was not too much of that tanks blowing up stuff going on here. Pretty well done. Again, I like that they came up with an all-new mission idea. It's a cool map. It's just that with a lack of any reasonable way to deal with forests in Fog of War, it's not a very fun map. It's not really that challenging even the first time. You'll take some losses, but you'll win in the end. There is some formation strategy in the middle section of the map, but other than that, it's mostly a scavenger hunt for a known list of Adder's units. Well, until next time, have a great day, everyone.